Welcome to the Story of Everyman. Today's guest is Uchenne Mbaraonye. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, Mr. Silos. How about yourself?
Great, great.
Yeah.
Did I say the name correctly?
Yeah, that's fine.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Are you nervous?
Oh, not really.
No? Good. I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm assuming you knew me before I knew you. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. I met you at a local networking group called Longview Connections. It was the very first time that I've ever met you. I think I met some of my recent guests at this networking place, which is really great. I really love the people that I am meeting there. But you said that you knew me. How did you know me?
Well, on Facebook.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. I think there was during the storm, there was a video and you were just driving around Longview and I was wondering who this man is. So I looked at your profile picture, and then when I had met you at the Longview Connections, I kept looking. I was like, he looks so familiar. And I'm very good with faces, not great with names. I see a lot of people in my day-to-day. So when I did see you, that's why I came by to say, are you Mr. Silos? And you said yes.
Let's talk a little bit about you. You're a primary care physician here in Longview. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
You own Lucky Charms.
Primary care, Lucky Charm Primary Care.
Tell me a little bit about that and how it came to be.
So I did my residency here in Houston, Texas, Houston Methodist.
Okay.
And I think 6 months into the program, I knew I wanted to be a primary care physician. Okay. And by the time I graduated, my classmates and even junior residents, they already knew that I was going to start my own thing because I always said it. I said, I have to start my own practice. I did not know how or when or what it would be called, but I always knew I wanted to start my own practice. So fast forward to 2025, after my family and I moved to Longview, Texas, and I was working at a hospital at the time because I also practiced inpatient medicine as an internist. And a lot of patients would always ask me, can I follow with you outpatient? Can I see you outpatient when I leave the hospital? And I would tell them that I don't do that yet, but the need, I could see the need. And as they kept asking, I would tell my husband, I'm like, and also family responsibility, there are just a lot of things happening. We have a toddler and I wanted to be more at home. Mm-hmm. So I kept saying I really wanted to start my thing. I'm tired of working in the hospital. And then he supported the idea, but I don't think he knew how soon it was going to happen. And I think one day I was just in the shower and I was just thinking, trying to just asking God for clarity, to be honest. And then Lucky Charm came to my mind.
Is that when the name came to you?
Exactly.
Wow.
And I came out of the shower and I texted my sister. We're pretty close. She's a lawyer. And I said, I have the name of my clinic. And she's really my voice of reasoning, if that makes sense. And
I mean, she is a lawyer.
Yeah, true. And she would tell me, she's someone that would tell me exactly what she's thinking. And when I tested her the name, I really expected her to say something like, isn't that cheesy or a pediatric clinic name or something? But she said, I love it.
It's different. It's definitely different. I don't think that I have, even to, when I was looking at your stuff, I was like, man, that's so weird. But yeah, it is completely different.
It's different.
Not common, yeah.
Yes. And she said she loves it. And I think it shouldn't be that way. But my sister, we're pretty close. And when she gave that validation, I knew that I was on the right path. And I spoke to my husband as well. And I told him, we're doing this. And that was just it. That's how it came to be.
Wow. That's a lot. So correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
Your husband, what's your husband's name?
Tunde Savage. Oh, I just call him Tunde Savage?
Okay, Tunde Savage?
Yes.
Okay. Is it okay if I call him Tunde? Is that okay?
That's
all
fine.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Your sister, what's her name?
Oge.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So yeah, how many sisters and brothers?
I have just the one sister.
Just the one sister?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So how long have you had primary Lucky Charms? How long have you had Lucky Charms?
4 months old.
So it's just brand new.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It's very new. Yes.
Do you have websites and things of that already set up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, we have a website, luckycharmprimarycare.com.
Uh-huh.
We have our social media pages. There's Lucky Charm Primary Care on Facebook, Lucky Charm Primary Care on Instagram, Lucky Charm Primary Care on TikTok, and I believe we have a YouTube page as well.
Okay.
Or
Who
Lucky
makes
Charm.
who makes your TikToks?
I try to.
That's interesting. I'm gonna have to look at that. That's funny.
I try to. I don't think I'm that much of an influencer as I think I want to be, but I try to because there's just so much going on. My husband's handles the technical aspect of everything. He keeps the website running. We're actively building our main location right now, and he's in charge of that. So I do the soft work, and he does the hard part of it, basically.
Okay, it's good to have a good team to work.
I do have a wonderful team. Yes.
So, let's get to know you a little bit more. Where were you born at?
Nigeria.
Nigeria.
Mm-hmm.
That's a long way.
Yep.
Here.
Yes.
Where is Tunde from?
Also Nigerian.
Also Nigeria.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We'll work our way to that one.
No problem.
So tell me about you and growing up in Nigeria, and how did that journey lead you to the United States?
So I grew up in the East. Okay. I am from the Igbo tribe.
Okay.
And I grew up in Itungwa and also Aba, and then some part of Lagos. Okay. So I grew up in both East and West of Nigeria.
Okay.
And then right after high school, I moved here for undergraduate. So I went to the University of Oklahoma and then did my medical school here in Tennessee and did my residency here in Texas.
What was studying in Nigeria like?
Oh, it was amazing. Yeah. I miss them so bad.
Really?
Yes. I don't think I would love to spend more time at home, but life happens and you have responsibilities and career and children and marriage and everything. But it's different. You just...
Culture or education or everything?
Everything.
Everything?
Everything is different. I think most of my time that I really remember is being a student in Nigeria. As a child, as a young adult. I still remember, I'm still friends with my high school friends. I'm still friends with some of my primary school friends, and I still remember my best friend from primary school. Her name is Uche Onyabo.
Y'all stay in touch?
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes, a little bit.
Okay.
And I still remember my aunties, like the teachers. We call them aunties and uncles. But I still remember them. And yeah.
Outside of your best friend, do you stay in touch with any of your family that's still over there?
Oh, yeah. My dad is still in Nigeria. Yeah, my mom is late. She passed in 2010.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's mainly my dad. But we still have an extended family. That I try to stay in touch with as much as possible.
What would you say? So, was education something in general, or just for you? Was it something that was really a key aspect of your life at a young age, or at what point?
I think it was a small part.
Yeah.
Now the social aspect of being in school was a huge part, right? As you're making new friends, you're discovering who you are, but I wasn't really what we call a nerd, or in Nigeria we call it bookworm. I really wasn't. You
were more of a social butterfly?
Yes.
Okay.
Funny enough, I wasn't as social then as I am now.
Oh, wow.
But I enjoyed people. I enjoyed spending time with friends that I was comfortable with. I was shy. But I was really shy and I hated public speaking. I hated anything that involved speaking. I was so scared of public speaking that in primary school, I remember, when you recite the times table, like 1 times 1, 2, stuff like that, I would start reciting in my head minutes before it's my turn, before it would get to my turn. Because I know, like, as soon as it gets to my turn, I would freeze.
Yeah.
So I don't know that I liked the education part as much, but I'm just, I have really... intelligent parents, and they passed those intelligent genes down to me. And it took years. I think it was by the time I was in maybe second year in high school that I really started seeing my potential in terms of academia. You know what I mean? Like, I did not care about being the first or there was something we had, prize giving day, right? At the end of the year. the school would give prizes to the first overall first, best in class.
Like the best.
Yes.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I never got anything throughout nursery. It was so bad that I think my dad or my mom, I can't remember, would buy me fake prizes on their way back. But then...
Did you feel bad when you didn't?
No.
You didn't care.
That's the thing. Like, my husband would say this, I really don't care so much about what people think about me.
Yeah.
It's been who I have always been, right?
Okay. That's good. That's good.
I just live my life. And I mean, my siblings, they were really doing well in school and they would get those prizes. And it was books. That was a prize.
Uh-huh.
But I just didn't care.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what happened, but I want to say either end of primary school or beginning of secondary school. I don't know when it happened. But somehow I started scoring overall second best, not best, like second best, if that makes sense. You have
and
first.
you didn't, it wasn't like you necessarily tried to do better. You just started clicking.
Exactly.
Yes. Okay.
And because I'm one of those people, if I sit down and study, like I don't cram, I don't memorize stuff. Like, well, I memorize, but I don't cram. I don't do empty cramming.
Yeah.
I like to understand the basics, and I would pull all-nighters even as a kid just to really understand it. And when I do understand it, it stays.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not good at telling you random facts, but I can start from the beginning and get to the end. And in between that, you would get other facts, right?
Yeah.
So I think when I just maybe found something I enjoyed and somehow I became the second best, and then the pressure was there.
Yeah.
And that's how I really kept up. And I did not want to be the first person. I remember her name. She always scored first, and I was happy that way and then I would nap. So my hobbies were napping, and I ate a lot. I didn't like exercise, so just like the opposite of what a doctor would be. So sometimes I wonder how I ended up here. But then I tell my husband that this, when you have a destiny and this is my mission, right? This is my ministry. This is what I've been called to do. Somehow, in the midst of all that chaos, I ended up where I am today.
Wow.
As a physician who studies for fun, something I would never think I would do. But my patience, when a problem comes, when a question shows up, I don't care how tired I am.
You enjoy that challenge?
Yes. I have to find answers. So I listen to podcasts a lot, like medical podcasts. I do a lot of reading. I keep up with what just is out there, social media, because my patients come to me with those questions, right? And I want to know.
Do you like, what do you like more? Do you like listening or do you like reading
Listening.
more? You like listening
Yeah.
more? Okay.
With the baby and life, if I read, is to sleep off.
Yeah.
Like just to put me to sleep. But when I do my chores or just get ready for work, I listen to podcasts.
Gotcha. That's amazing. In reference to culture, like you said, it was different. What are a couple of really, really big differences that are like from here to Nigeria?
I'll give you one specific example.
Okay.
Here in the United States, let's say someone is bullying you in school. You're not supposed to fight back. I don't know if maybe I shouldn't say you're not supposed to fight back, but it's not expected, right?
All right.
When I was in school, in secondary school, primary school, which is, I think, elementary in the U.S.,
Okay.
I had someone who was bullying me. And I picked them up and I threw them on the floor. That's how you do with bullies back home, okay? And your parents, I'm not even kidding, you come home and you're like, did you fight back?
Yeah.
So that is one thing that I noticed. And, I train my child to defend themselves.
Yeah.
If someone is going to come hit you, don't come home crying. You have to, you have to defend yourself.
I like that.
And I think that's one thing that stands out really different.
Is that what you're going to teach your child?
Oh, yeah. She's going to do, what's the thing? What's the thing? Karate?
Mixed martial arts or
mixed
karate?
martial
Is that what it
Martial
is?
arts?
Okay. Yes, taekwondo.
Is that your only child? Or do you have-
Yes,
okay.
that's the only one. So we're pouring everything into her. And she's going to grow up to defend herself,
Would you get in trouble at home if you didn't fight back?
See, I always fought back, so I don't even know.
I like that.
One time, my own brother, actually went to report me to the headmistress because I fought back.
Oh,
I was small, but I also stood my ground.
wow.
So I don't think I ever. Now I did get in trouble for fighting back, maybe a little bit more than I should have fought back. But I don't know that I ever came home and someone said, "Why did you not fight back?" And I'm also very blunt. And even if I don't fight with my fist, I fight with my mouth.
Yeah. Okay. So you usually fought back. You never started the fights.
No, I don't think no. I don't remember ever starting a fight with a bully. Maybe I'm just seeing things how I want to say it. But I always remember someone just hovering over me and, me down here and yelling at you. And
Would that be common in Nigeria? Like not just necessarily like you, but were people sometimes bullies on just a normal basis, like just because they could?
I think I wouldn't say it's more common than here, right? Here it's called bullying. Back home, I don't think we really labeled it as bullying. It was just people just being mean.
That's kind of like what I'm saying. Like it's
picking on
more
you.
like more of an aggressive culture or something.
I think so. Especially in some schools are more regulated, and they would probably do something about it. But other schools, you just run wild.
You got to deal with it yourself.
Yes.
Okay, that's good. That's good to hear. So how did you? So you're going through school. Did you meet your husband here? Or did you meet him in Nigeria?
Oh, here.
Okay.
Yeah, I was 17 when I came here, so I was quite
You were
young.
17? Okay, tell me, how did you end up in the U.S.? What created that journey?
So right after high school, my dad said, "You're gonna move," because my brother,
So you graduated at 17?
16 actually.
At 16?
Yeah.
I wonder if the education system is a little different.
Here is different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
here
you
is different. But back
graduated-
home, you start whenever you start, and you finish whenever you finish. We have 15-year-olds in college back home.
Wow. But I mean, they're not just, here you have some people that are in college and they're not really in college, just whatever.
Yeah,
No, but over there they're really.
You're really. I mean, you put in work.
Yes.
Because it's harder to get into college there than it is here actually.
And the desire to succeed
True.
is
Yes.
probably
That there's
a little
that
harder.
drive.
Yes. Okay. So you graduated at 16. Go ahead.
Okay. And then my dad, my older brother was already here. So he was already in the United States. The plan was always as soon as you graduate, because the education system is different. Okay. For some reasons, social, political, whatever, there's so much delay in terms of going, like when you start and when you finish. So really, if your parents could afford it and they were comfortable with you, being alone on your own in a whole country, so they usually just send you out, like the UK, Canada, the United States. So as soon as I was done with high school, that was the next stage.
Okay.
To just start college in the United States. So I applied and got in, and I got on the plane, packed my stuff.
Were you
and I came
excited?
here. No,
No?
I really wasn't. I wanted to go to college in Nigeria.
Oh, really? Wow. Okay.
Yeah. You grow up seeing, we call them campuses, like, the college life is different from here. It's so different. And you watch all of that in movies, right? And that's what you want to get. That's the adulthood.
Yeah.
And then as soon as you're an adult, your parents says, now you have to leave. And this is new. This is a new place. I don't know anyone. I didn't know anyone really other than my brother. And you're starting afresh. But it wasn't really a choice. It was like you had to go. And I am grateful because so many things that my dad and mom said you had to do, like my dad said I had to be a doctor.
Yeah.
I did not want to be a doctor. I didn't want to go to school for years.
Are you a doctor now because your dad said you had to?
Yes.
Or are you a doctor because you want to be?
The reason I went to medical school is because my dad said, I mean, he never forced it, but he's like, oh, Ada, right, is a doctor. So maybe at her age, Ada is a doctor, Oge is a lawyer, and she's a lawyer now. And my brother...
So he was telling you that at that age?
You get a label of what you're supposed to be.
Have you told her what she's going to be?
Not yet. Let's see. She has so many role models that I am very comfortable that, and like life is also different.
Are you okay? I mean? Are you okay with that being the way that it happened?
Oh,
Like
yeah.
your dad telling you
I'm,
that.
I'm honestly, I am glad that we have parents like that who guide you, because I had no reason why I did not want to be a doctor.
Okay.
There wasn't any reason. I was just stubborn. You said I should do this, and I don't want to do it, right?
Yeah.
So I told him I was going to be an accountant instead. No
Well,
reason.
how old were you when you told him that?
16. Right, and he let me actually.
Really?
Yeah, I started off as an accounting student. After 6 months of math and no idea what happened. I mean, funny enough, I made all A's in those classes.
Really?
But I was just getting through, and that's not me. I need to understand the basis, right? Yeah. So 6 months in, I just called him one day. I'm like, okay, I'm going to go to medical school now. So,
hey, at least he gave you the opportunity, right?
He did. He did.
Do that.
He did. And him telling me from childhood that this is my, this is a plan. It was like, okay, my plan failed. Let me just do what Dad had recommended. Because there's other career, right? Like I could have been anything else. Yeah. I could have gone to IT like my husband, but because I felt like, okay, I've tried it my way, and the only other way is medicine. And God knows I had no idea what I was signing up for. And I'm grateful that I did not know, because if I did, I don't think I would have done it.
Okay.
I don't think, like 4 years of undergraduate, I ended up getting my master's in anatomy, and then 4 years of medical school, and then residency. Wow. And throughout, you're taking exams, right? Yeah. MCAT, board exams.
Wow. Does it come? No, so, and I do believe this. I don't know how some people might think, but I do believe that some individuals are naturally genetically gifted in the ability to retain, recall, and really think through things, right? Not everybody has the same skill levels in that area. No. Mm-hmm. Does it come to you somewhat naturally, or do you have to work a little harder, or just as much as a person should in your area? So
are you saying like me personally?
You personally, and as a doctor.
As a doctor. So I would say it took me a lot to get to where I am today. Mm-hmm. I am not dyslexic, but if I got tested, I might just be, because I had to. My husband knows this. I have textbooks.
Yes.
In medical school, you don't even have time. We have exams. I can't remember what it's called, but we have exams every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Right? And you have lectures and upon lectures.
Yeah.
So most people don't have the time to read textbooks. But I just couldn't connect the dots. And the first exam I took, my medical anatomy class, I almost failed because I did what I saw everyone else doing, right?
Which was?
It was just you go to class, you review the PowerPoint, and I couldn't get it. And then, and I know me, I'm one of those people, I fail once, I have to get back on top, and until I get there, there's no rest, right? So I bought my textbooks. I'm like, I'm just not one of those people, right? So I will put all-nighters, I will read the chapter, then go to class, then listen to the lectures, and I went from barely passing to scoring 99 over 100. Now it was like a joke, because every time it was like.
Were people then other people then saying, wow, how is she doing it?
Yes.
How are you doing it?
One time I scored, I think maybe 99 in a biochem exam. And my biochem teacher was like, how dare you not score 100? It became a joke. So I was awarded the best biochem student in my class when I graduated from medical school. But I went from, because I'm one of those people, if something goes wrong, I take a step back and I'm like, what happened? I have to learn from this. Every mistake, every bad outcome is a learning opportunity for me, right?
Yes.
So I did flashcards. I read anatomy front to back, histology, biochem, physiology, and I just had to read this book. So now I am reaping the fruit of all that labor because I understand the basics.
Yeah.
I might not remember, like my patients know this. I'm like, oh, let's look it up because I know what to look up.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't care how smart you are, you cannot fake medicine, good
Yes.
medicine.
Yes.
So I know what to look up. And that's years of just going back and learning the basics, I would read the textbook and then look for maybe like a blog on the topic and read it. And then look for a podcast on the topic and listen, and YouTube video because I just needed to hit me from all angles. So it took a lot of work for me.
Yeah.
And I did really well, but people had no idea. Maybe my close friends knew, but most people had no idea how much work I had to put in to get those results.
Man, I'm one of the people that could probably just give you random facts. That's it. Like I can't.
And I'm bad at that. I don't know random facts.
But I also agree with you. You could go to a doctor and almost, I'm not saying that they don't know, but it's almost, there's multiple reasons why any of this would happen. But you're just giving me something just to keep me going about my day. You're not really trying to help me.
Exactly, yeah.
Versus somebody who really wants to get down to the problem and work on it.
And I told my husband, I'm like, no patient will die because of my negligence. That is my goal. That is my career goal, right?
Yes.
If you come in until I know what is wrong with you and what, I would never, and if I don't know, I'll tell you I don't know, but I'll look.
Right.
If I just give you a medication or just wave it off, I don't think I can actually sleep well at night.
Yeah. I think that's another point that I'm getting at, that someone would rather just tell you something than to tell you they don't know.
True.
Does that make sense?
I believe that. Some people are that way. It's not just in medicine, right? There's that fake it till you make it.
Yeah.
And I've never been a good faker.
Yeah.
You know, I remember in residency, I would ask, those stupid questions, right? Now they said no questions. There's no such thing as a stupid question. But
right.
I believe I asked those stupid questions because I needed to know. I told my husband, I said, I have 3 years to be done with training, and I need to be able to step out and be able to take care of my patients.
Yeah.
So I asked everything, and I embarrassed myself a lot, but I also have no shame.
Yeah.
Right? When you don't care about what people think.
That's how you're going to learn everything.
Exactly. Yeah. And I'm still learning. Yeah. I've had patients come and they're telling me stuff. I'm like, I've never heard of this. So I asked them, how was it treated? What medicine did you take? Yeah. And then I go home and read about it because as an internist, we are trained to know basically all the fields apart from the surgical fields. Yeah. And you should know the basis, right? But medicine is evolving. Times have changed. New research is coming out. I don't care how brilliant or how much time you have, you can't keep up.
Is it coming out faster than it used to?
Yeah. With the internet, with social media, before you had to wait for them to print it. And then now, no. You hear non-medical influencers talking about medical stuff even before you know about it.
I don't know if I trust those people. But yeah.
But it's out there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if you're not giving that information, if you're not giving the right information to your patient, guess who is giving them that information?
Yeah.
The people you don't trust.
Never thought about that.
Yeah. People, even the strongest person gets influenced.
Yeah.
You just have to keep listening to the same thing over and over again, right? Yeah. So I want to influence my patients.
Gotcha. Okay. That's good. I like it. So you come to the U.S., you're 16, you're going through medical school. You didn't know anybody when you came to the U.S.
Well, just my brother, but yes.
Right. Yeah. And how long, did you get any downtime? Did you come to the U.S., get a little time to get acquainted, look around, or was it just school time?
I came in, I believe, January 2nd, 2010. And I think school started January 3rd, 2010. But,
Have you been able to enjoy life at all yet?
I don't know that I have. I really don't think I have.
Wow.
Maybe the time between finishing residency. No, actually I didn't because I had to study for my ABIM board, internal medicine board, right?
Yes.
I really don't know that I've actually had a downtime.
Yeah.
Because between college and you do summer classes, and then medical school started. So we had the year before. Okay, no, first year of medical. Maybe I did after first year of medical school. I don't remember what I did.
Yeah.
But that was the only time that I did not have an exam to study for or a summer class.
That's crazy.
But knowing me, I was probably thinking about something to keep myself busy because I tell people I'm exhausted. I like to tell people how exhausted I am, but I don't like to rest. So I'm sure I kept myself busy with something because I really don't remember a downtime.
Yeah.
And then residency finished, and then I started working as an attendant and living my life. And then we had a baby, So I don't think, but honestly, I think that's what makes life fun for me because I don't know what I would do with a downtime. Maybe cook.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I don't know what you would do.
I don't know.
You'd probably be, I don't know.
I really don't. Maybe think of another business adventure, and just, I don't know. I think I'm a busyholic.
Yeah.
If that's a word.
It sounds like it. It sounds like it. What was the biggest culture shock coming to the U.S.? What was
the food?
The food?
Is
that a good or a bad thing?
The food. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that without offending anyone, but
it's okay. I mean,
okay.
You're not gonna offend me, but I'll cut it out if it's too bad.
Good. I ate fries for 2 weeks. I lost weight. I was trying
Wait, you ate French fries for 2 weeks?
Because I couldn't eat anything else.
Oh my goodness!
Because I hadn't been to the United States before.
Uh-huh.
I've been to the UAE, Dubai, but the food, and my dad would cook. Mm-hmm. He loves to cook. But coming here, everything tasted different. I tell my husband, how did now I eat everything. I would try everything. And I was really picky eater, even as a child.
Uh-huh.
So now having to change my taste buds to eating, nothing worked. I started with fries, then, I don't know, then ramen.
Yeah.
It was rough.
Yeah.
It really was. At a point, that's how I started cooking. That's how I learned how to cook, actually. I think yes, because I started making stew in the microwave in the dorms. Because I needed food.
Yeah.
And then when we moved to an apartment, because we stayed in the school dorms for the first year, I think. Okay. Then when we moved to apartment, I think that's how I started cooking. Because I never knew how to cook.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't cook back home?
No, I didn't cook back home. Back home you have more comfortable lifestyle. You can have a domestic staff for relatively cheaper price. Yeah. So we have most times you have staff. You have someone cooking, right? You have all that. So you don't have to cook. But and I'm glad I left that country, to be honest, at that age, because I probably ended up just being spoiled and not really knowing how to, do most things.
I don't think your drive would have let you stay there. The drive that
I think I would have ended up living
somewhere.
But yes, at my own time, you know what I mean? In my own time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, you're right.
So the food. What's your favorite food now? If you were to say what?
I still eat Nigerian food, Mr. Silas.
Yeah. What's your favorite?
American food?
No, well, both.
Oh, okay.
What would be both? Yeah.
I like soups. I like vegetable soups.
Are you vegetarian?
No.
Okay.
We make it different though.
Yeah?
Yes. Okay. One of these days I'll show you. But so for instance, there's something I make with spinach.
Okay.
Back home we make it with a whole different kind of veggie. But here you don't have access to that, right? So I buy some frozen chopped spinach and make a sauce.
Okay.
You can make whatever sauce you want and then just have whatever protein you want. And I have so much of that.
That would be cool to try.
Yes, I eat that with rice, with fufu. I don't know if you know what that is.
I don't.
Okay.
Do you know what that is?
No? It's dough.
Okay.
You know how you eat, it's a carb, right? Cassava, and you make dough. You process cassava and eventually you make some form of flour, and then you make dough, and then you eat that with the soup.
Okay.
Yeah. So that, I think
is that the Nigerian plate or the American?
Oh, no, this is all Nigerian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, American food, I don't know.
What is something that you can't find here from Nigeria?
So many things.
Yeah. In reference to like food.
Yeah, so many things.
Yeah.
Especially the fresh veggies. You still get the frozen things. You still get those because they get imported.
Yeah.
You get the dry foods, but I like fluted pumpkin. It's ugu. It's called ugu leaf, but the
Okay.
English name is fluted pumpkin. I love it, and that's our staple when it comes to veggies, right? But now some people are growing it in Houston, Texas, and I literally stalk them because I'm like, I don't like to farm,
Yeah.
but I really want that.
Yeah.
But my brother likes to farm, so I might just encourage him to grow that for me. But that's something that I wish. And I've told my husband, if I could plant that, I would.
That's
but
cool.
I think it also brings snakes.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh.
So, and I'm not a fan of snakes.
They're not too bad. They're not too bad.
If I see snakes, that's it. We're burning down the garden. I just can't do snakes. I just can't do snakes.
Some of them are friendly, you know.
I don't know that I want to find out. I don't even know how people know which one is friendly. How do you know a friendly snake, you know?
I don't know.
I don't know.
You can always like just pick it up and see, you know.
How? Now, I'm actually interested in knowing how you would know.
Well, I think Rich would know more than I do. Like, but
I think there's only 4 venomous snakes in Texas.
yeah,
I guess
the rest of them you can pick them up.
I see.
And Rich can tell me like if I'm wrong in the statistics, but I'm gonna say about 80%, probably even higher. Most of the time, the snake is just trying to leave. So you pick it up, it's just trying to leave. It's not trying to turn around and attack you. You know. Am I correct in that assumption?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that right or wrong?
I guess I just need to know the 4 really, like the 4 venomous ones.
Yeah.
And then the other ones are safe.
Yeah.
But you know, everyone has a thing, and that's just not
But it's-
something I'm
yeah.
willing to.
Yeah.
I just cannot. I think I've done enough.
That's okay. It's okay. We're learning.
Yes.
I would love to try a Nigerian soup.
Yeah,
or
I love
any.
I love to cook,
Yeah.
and I love to feed people Nigerian food and watch them eat it. So
We have get-togethers here and there. And
Yeah.
love to have some food.
I do like Scotty's Bistro
Yeah,
here.
I love it.
Yeah, the food here.
It's
I
so
think,
unique for me.
I think that's probably why I love it, because it's kind of like it's different.
Yes.
And every time I go, it tastes different. Even
And sometimes they have
the special.
the special that's only going to be served for a little while.
Well,
and that's
yeah,
it. And
2
I
weeks.
kind of like that.
Yeah, for 2 weeks, because I know I go back and ask for it.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah.
So we learned a little bit about like the culture change, and you come into the U.S. Tell me about meeting.
Tunde.
Yeah, I was gonna say Tunde.
Tunde.
Come on.
Yes.
Tell me about meeting Tunde.
So I met him in college.
Okay.
Okay.
Here in the U.S.
Yes.
How long were you in the U.S. when you met him?
1 year.
That's not too bad. That's not too bad. So that means you were barely 18.
No, I was 18 when I
were
met
18,
him. I was
okay.
already 18.
See, I'm keeping up with some of it.
Maybe a year and few months.
Yes. How old were you, Tunde? How old was
He was
Tunde?
23
23?
because he's 5 years older. Yeah.
Okay.
So we met
okay.
we met each other, and we were really good friends for a long time. You know, we dated on and off, but we've known each other for a long time.
Okay. How long have you been married?
2022. How many years, babe? 4 years? 4 years now. 4 years this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
4 years.
We took our sweet time.
Building a great foundation is
Yes.
worth the wait. It's worth the wait. And you have a daughter.
Yes.
Is that correct? What's her name? Like her first name?
Eliana.
Eliana? Okay. So starting Lucky Charms, how Tunde is part of the whole process in your business. How do you manage family life with professional life?
It's tough. I'm not even gonna lie,
Yeah.
but just doing this together has brought a side of him that I never knew existed. I mean, my husband is very brilliant. He's very talented. He's a man of many talents, but I've never seen him work before. You know, he would take his time Tunde, something that I would get done with my AI in minutes, Tunde would like to take his time and find this AI to join to this AI and make something, and that's just who he is.
Yeah.
So there's always that, conflict as like, I want it done and I want it done now. He wants it done and he wants it done well.
Yes. Those are both good qualities.
Exactly.
Those are both good qualities.
And sometimes in the heat of the moment, I might not see the point, or I just don't want to say it. But I promise you, I am so glad he's the way he is, because the location right now on North 4th Street, that was him. I said, financially, this doesn't make sense. We're just starting out, but he really looked at the future and not, because I'm about the present. I don't even think about tomorrow sometimes. I'm like, what am I going to eat today, right? But my husband thinks about the future a lot, and he plans for that. And I think that allows me to be who I am.
Yes.
So he thought about that, and then now we're doing the build out. And when he brought the architect to design, I was like, why do we have to do this? Why do we have to spend all this money? But he saw that vision, right?
Yes.
And it was until I saw the 3D, I'm like, okay, let's do it. But
Yes.
I and we have, but, I don't think it's really easy to separate family and professional and, work life. I don't think there's really that work life, to be honest. They always mingle, right?
Right.
And intertwine. And I think it's just, this is my friend. Tunde is my friend. You might even call him my best friend.
Yeah.
And and that friendship, that's the basis, right?
Yeah.
And we fight, we make up, we have a goal. I go from my clinic to our clinic depending on my mood. My husband never says your clinic. I've never heard him say he always says even when we're fighting, he still says our clinic.
Good.
And that-
Again, he keeps the future.
Yes,
In mind.
yes.
No, I glossed over. I know that y'all met, but how did you meet?
Oh, okay. So I met him. I think I saw him first, actually.
Okay.
But, just needed to give him his time to know what he needs and what he wants.
But you saw.
Yes, I saw him.
And
he
you're like,
reminds me of my dad.
oh, okay.
Stature-wise, complexion, because my dad is also a gym bro, and my
Okay.
husband is.
Okay.
And fast forward to months after that, and he was my friend on Facebook at the time because he was my brother's friend on Facebook. But you just, fellow Nigerians in school, everyone is friends, right? And then a few months later, I think, I'm trying to see where I met. A few months later, I think I had met him on I was walking one of the North Oval on campus. And I saw him, we said hi, and we just walked away. And I was walking fast to go hide and look back to see if he's going to look back. And he did. And I knew right then that, okay. And eventually we were both part of the Christian fellowship in school. And, he would just come. My husband is something else. Like, he's one of those, when you see him outside, you'll be like, this guy is really outgoing. He's a social butterfly. He's an extrovert. But when you spend time with him, he really is an introvert, right?
I know a couple people like that.
Yeah. And I don't know what I am, to be honest. Whatever mood I get, it bounces back. That's just who I am. But so I would see him, he would come for the church events, and he's just loud. You know what I mean? I'm like,
that's the extrovert part.
yes.
Okay.
And he's a handsome man, but why is he too much?
Yeah.
And then at this point, I've always admired him from a distance, of course.
Was that one of the qualities that you liked
about him?
Yeah, the extrovert.
I think maybe I found it attractive, but I'm also one of those people. I'm like, mine. And I did not like him being out there. And it wasn't like he was womanizing in that sense, but he's just so friendly. And you know how women are. Yeah. We are very jealous, and we're like, no, don't.
I didn't say that. You said that.
Yes.
Okay.
No, I know. I have insight. Okay. So, I had him. So the event came up. An event came up in the Christian Fellowship organization, and I invited him. I don't even know why I invited him, but I did. And he shows up because I invited him, and we got to talking. And the more I speak with him, I'm like, there's a part of him and he's so quiet when he doesn't want to be loud.
Right.
And I was just like trying to figure it out. And he's such a protector, he's caring, and he's like, I don't want to say he's a dad, but another thing, I lost my mom in 2010.
Okay.
So I was still in the thick of it, like the mourning, the grieving period, right? And he just became that safety.
He came to your safe place.
Yes, that's the right word. That he became my safe place.
Amazing.
And I think it wasn't even about that romantic relationship anymore, and no one had made me feel that way.
Huh.
So like he just cared. And you rarely say that. Most men want something.
Yeah.
And I think that's really what made me and once I choose someone, I haven't chosen a lot of people, to be honest, because I've known him a long time. But once and then, the romantic part started, and he likes to try to be funny, which I don't think he's funny. But that's also something I love about him, because he really thinks he's funny. You get your turn, okay?
Yeah.
But
you can put those headphones on.
yeah, but he's just unique.
Tunde, right?
Yes.
Tunde. Oh, you look fabulous. You don't have to do anything. You just get on camera, man. Just get on camera.
Maybe I think you can know.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Hey man, we don't know the audience and stuff.
You're getting cut off. You'll be fine.
I want to get like serious for just a moment before we move on, because you said your mother passed away in 2010.
Mm-hmm.
Was it an expected
No.
passing? So
It was the
just
most sudden.
Okay.
Because we were really close. My mom was my best friend.
Okay.
So we talk all the time, and I'm the first daughter. So traditionally, you're just closer to your mom. And
You're the youngest?
No, I'm the second. I'm the first girl and the second child.
Okay.
Or
First
five.
girl, first girl, second child.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Out of 5. Okay.
Yeah. So we had spoken maybe the day before, 2 days before that. And, I tell her I'm going to give you a call after my exams. And then it was on a Wednesday. I think I forgot the date, but I want to say it was November 21 of 2010.
Uh-huh.
I just know it was on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
And I got a call from my sister. No, I got a call from my mom's number. And it was my sister. And she was crying.
You knew.
I chose not to believe. And I think I knew she was gone, to be honest with you, but I chose to just be in denial until I got home, and they told me. But I think it was it was a life-changing moment for me.
Yeah. I called moments like that in life catalytic moments.
Yeah.
Just those. Everybody has them at some point. Did you ever have a conversation, and this is a common question to ask a lot of people, because I always want to know, did you ever have a conversation with your mom where you told her the impact that she had on you?
No.
What would you say what impact has she had on you?
So this is 2026, right? It's been almost 16 years now.
Have you ever told anybody the impact that she's had on you?
I don't know that I've actually said this is the impact. But she was my everything. She was my everything.
Yeah. Wow. What was her name?
Uche.
Uche?
Same as mine.
How old did she live to be?
43.
43?
Yeah.
Okay.
She really was my everything.
Sounds like an amazing woman. Sounds like an amazing woman. How did your dad take
Oh God,
take that time?
it broke him. He really did. He broke everyone.
Yeah. My my mother, she passed away. I think she was like the glue, because we would have get-togethers. Everybody got together. Like I have 6 kids in our family, and when she passed, well, we don't even really talk anymore. We don't, much less get together.
Yeah.
You know, so but,
I believe it.
yeah, so it's, and I think so I don't know how many years. I think earlier this month I went through some information, and I know when she passed away, but I forgot already. But I say that I don't believe that we as people slow down enough to reminisce on those impactful individuals and just say thank you for what they've done. Because I'll tell you, my mom died of cirrhosis of the liver, so it was coming, and each one of us got to talk to her. And the one thing she told me was that she was proud of me. Nobody in my family had ever told me they were proud of me up until that day on her deathbed. And I think that wasn't a catalytic moment, but it was certainly a monumental moment to hear my mom say that, because she was an alcoholic. She never really shared much, and to hear that from her was like, I carry that, like, and I think we're kind of stubborn, like my people, my lineage, we're stubborn like that. We won't tell you until the very last moment, you know, like, and yeah, and so it was a moment that I'll never forget.
Yes. Yeah, I wish I could name, because there's a list of all the wonderful things she impacted, and she made me who I am today. She made me fearless. She made me bold. She made me confident. She's the reason I think I'm beautiful. Because
You are beautiful.
I mean, now as an adult, I know it and I feel it. But once upon a time, especially as a teenager, right? So back in school, we would cut our hair just like you, or maybe a little bit more, but we had our hair cut, right? Because we didn't have long hair. And one time, we call them a barber, like a, what is it?
Barber?
Yeah, a
Like
barber, like a hair barber.
Was that a culture thing, or was that like you had to do it, or?
For school.
School had to do it.
Yeah,
Okay,
the school wants us to look. No distraction. Long hair equals pregnancy. You know how it goes. So.
Oh my goodness. That's what they would say.
Just you don't keep your nails.
Like the mentor, just
Wow.
So you need to focus, okay? So
that makes sense on the education level. Okay.
it does, you know.
Maybe that's what they need to do to girls here.
And I'm still vain. I'm not gonna lie, but I was so vain. So this barber decides to cut my hair maybe lower than yours and put a path. I'm not even kidding. It happened. And I came home and and my mom had the guts to tell me that I look so beautiful. And I knew, like, we even laughed about it. I knew she was just trying to make me feel better, but she actually said, and for some reason, that statement, that's all I needed.
Yeah.
Because I begged her. I said, I can't go to school this week. So she let me stay at home for 1 week so the hair would grow a little.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, man.
That's wild.
She was, and that's just one of the few times. You know what I mean? Like it didn't matter what anyone else thought of me, so long as my mom.
That's where that comes from.
Yes.
You don't care what anybody thinks.
Yes. Like when I told you when I started doing well in school, the first time I scored 8th or 7th. I don't even, like, my mom made a whole meal to celebrate that. because she knew.
Yeah.
I'm sure she probably felt bad when everyone else won present and I didn't.
Yeah.
So when I started stepping up, it's just she the smallest, like I would make her a card,
Uh-huh.
not buy a card,
Yeah.
get a cardboard paper
Yeah.
and fold it and write happy birthday, and she'll just take it like it was the biggest deal in the world. That's who my mom was.
Would you say that that's a unique quality to your mother, or was that common of mothers in your culture?
No, it was my mom.
Okay.
But I also think my mom is world best.
That's great.
Okay? Like no one else is like my mom. I'm not even kidding.
Oh, man.
If
there were so many more just parents like that.
she was amazing. She was amazing with everyone else, but I think I saw her in like the way I saw her it was like she was my jewel. You know what I mean? Like so long as mom said yes, that's all that matters. And she would get me out of every trouble. One time, my dad had some important document, and I don't know why, but I just tore it. I had no idea why I did that. And she took the blame.
She took the blame?
Yes.
Oh, man.
Like, she was...
My mom would have told, she would have told me, told on me.
Don't get me wrong, like, she would discipline me.
Okay.
No, she would. My mom would discipline me so much, I would be like, you're not my mom. But when it was like, when it mattered, she was there.
That's amazing. Sounds like a wonderful mother.
She really
wonderful
was.
person.
And thank you for giving me the opportunity to talk about her, because I don't.
Man. Yeah. And I, I bet you could talk about her forever.
I really can.
Thank you for sharing that. I really appreciate you being willing to share that about your mother. Sorry that your dad went through that, and hopefully he's doing better. Did he ever remarry?
No,
Okay.
No, he never did.
That's okay. That's
He
absolutely
never.
okay.
He loved her so much.
That's
My
it.
mom was his best friend.
Yeah.
They met when they were like in the early 20s,
Yeah.
and they were best friends.
Yeah.
And I don't think he would ever find someone to. And I think the issue is he keeps looking for someone to replace that.
Yeah.
And I've told him, I said, I don't think you can.
Yeah.
There's one person and he's fine.
Yeah.
I don't think he's really looking for that right now. He's happy. Our family is in a great place, Everyone is grown and doing well. And I just want to give him all the love that I never got to give my mom, right? Some people don't even have any parents. And losing my mom, and the older I get, I appreciate my dad even more, right? And now that I'm a parent, I'm like, I don't know how y'all did it 5 times, but kudos. And I am so sorry because I was a very stubborn child.
Yeah.
I am so sorry for being a stubborn
You
child.
learn that. Yeah. You
Yes.
learn how did they do it. Yeah. You just wonder. So, but besides doing IT, what else does Tunde do?
So he's actually a petroleum engineer.
Say that again.
Like
Petroleum?
he's a petroleum engineer that was his first degree. So he was in oil and gas for a while.
Uh-huh. How many years would you say, Tunde, were you a petroleum engineer?
I'll say roughly around 4 or 5 years.
4 or 5 years. Okay.
Yeah, so my degree and my career actually spanned between petroleum engineering and IT.
IT. So you were learning about IT, you just kind of jumped into
That's right.
petroleum.
So because I got my bachelor's from the University of Oklahoma. That's where we met, and then that actually made me dive into that field.
Okay.
While focusing on oil reserve, on production, reservoir, all that, I started realizing something that, data was actually very key in the extraction of oil.
Okay.
So which led me to say, let me go get my master's. Yes, I went to LSU to, get my master's in petroleum engineering. While doing that, then I realized that, this is not actually the direction I wanted to go with my own career, because it was leaning towards just the engineering side. I started discovering that there was another side of me, which was the business side.
Yeah.
That was actually evolving. I said, so I said I had to go get my MBA.
Yeah.
So
Was it a like a feeling of this is pulling me, like this is what I want to do kind of thing?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
It was a thing where after spending time in the oil and gas, understanding that data was, and then I realized that, you know what, I think management and business is actually where I want to be. I like the oil and gas, but we can always leverage the skills from the oil and gas into different fields.
Right.
So while spending a lot of time, in oil and gas working on data, the best line of action for me was to transition into IT. So that was when I went into IT. I said, you know what, let me go into project management, IT project management, data analytics, data science. So I studied pretty much everything. For me to be able to understand pretty much just like the fundamentals of how things are done. And just from there, everything just went all out. Yeah.
Let me ask both of you. I'm not going to say it's a taboo question, but it's certainly a question that I've dealt with in my life. Did either of you come across any challenges in reference to being from Nigeria and trying to be, because you guys are professional level people, where people were unwilling, or you felt like they were unwilling to deal with you because you were Nigerian?
Yeah, I can take that one.
Yeah.
I'll let you
Yeah,
speak.
I think so, and just, I have an accent,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And even before they get to know you, now I'm a nice person,
Right.
but I can also be not nice, okay? And sometimes just you look different, you sound different. So even before people get to know you, they might assume, okay? Especially in my field, I feel like I have to prove myself a lot. But I would say who I am also makes me stand out.
Yes.
Yeah, because patients don't forget that Dr. M.
Yeah.
They never do. I promise you. And while in college and even medical school, I did feel it, where maybe there's a group project, or get into groups and like
Yeah.
the play field, right? Like
Yeah.
the play yard. You just standing there and everyone already, no one comes towards you,
Yeah.
But the good thing is, growing up in Nigeria, like I said, pride and who you are and confidence, that's just part of growing up, right? Like, don't let people tell you who you are. So I honestly didn't even know, I didn't notice it. I didn't care. And maybe it was like a good challenge for me, to be like, I don't need you,
Right.
and then my husband's field as well. Just people judging you based on what you look like instead of what you're bringing to the table. It's
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's gonna be there, and I think it would be childish of me to, pretend that it's not.
Right.
But I do believe that the difference is, right?
Yeah.
That's what we bring to the table. That uniqueness, that different point
Absolutely.
of view.
Absolutely.
And people tell me, I'm not even kidding. I went from caring about the accent, and is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Accent, okay. Caring about that and how I sound, to learning to embrace it and show it off, to the point that 16 years after I moved to this country, people still ask me, what country are you from? Or where are you from? Oh, I'm Nigerian.
Yeah.
And I say it with pride. I know that when my parents sent me here, you're being sent here to be the best.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That's the expectation. There's a lot of money.
And that's not the culture here, is it what I'm saying?
Exactly. You know what I mean? And you know why you're here.
Yeah.
And you better not fail that class. Every semester, every exam is like, oh, how did that exam go?
Yeah.
They really
check, don't they? They check.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So you have that, I'm not going to lie, not every Nigerian I can only speak for Nigerians, right? Not every Nigerian who comes here actually makes it.
Yeah.
You see the successful ones because that's who you get to interact with, right? Because just like every nationality,
Yeah.
but most people, they know what the families have sacrificed,
Yes.
right? And they know the option.
Right.
There's really no option, but going back and starting afresh, and you just have to do, you just have to give it your all.
Yeah.
There's no room for, literally, you get one chance. You know what I mean? Like you cannot gamble with any opportunity you get. That's it.
And it's more than just like your success writing. It's the honor of your family,
Yes.
the sacrifices they made for you.
Because this is like, my last name. Like, even though I'm married to Mr. Savage here, throughout medical school and everything, I kept my
Is that your real last name?
That's his last name, yeah.
Your real last name is Savage?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, that's his real
Holy
last
cow,
name.
that's a pretty cool last name.
Yeah, so if I had changed my last name, like on the document, it would be Dr. Savage.
Wow.
But I already went to medical school, and so I kept it, right? Yeah. But when you search me, or you search my dad, and he gets to see his daughter pop up, you know what I mean? And not in a bad light, like your daughter, like honestly, that's all he needs. That's all the thank you he needs. So for me, every day I'm like, I really want to make maybe I sound childish, but I really want to make my parents proud.
No, that's amazing. That is amazing.
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy. I love it. I love the story. And as always, I always feel honored to hear such stories, because I have these ideas in my head of what I'm gonna hear, and it not always, but a lot of times it's like way better than I expected. Do you have one question that you would like to ask me?
Yes. So I was going to ask you why you started your podcast, but I said no. Someone already asked that, I'm sure. I was going to ask you what made you start taking videos of Longview, but I decided no, someone already asked that. So I just wanted to ask how you ended up in Longview and decided Longview was home for you. Because you said you've been here for years.
That's a good question. My first, I moved here in 1999. I don't remember how old I was, but my daughter or my daughter's mother was, she just had our daughter, but we weren't together. We were young. So she moved up here. Her dad was the head band director for Longview at the time. Mm-hmm. And they moved up here. And the lifestyle I was living, where I was living, was not okay. So I remember calling her and says, I'll move to Longview if you want me to. And she said, yeah. So that's how I ended up in Longview. So been here ever since.
Yeah.
So.
Is your daughter here?
Yes, she is.
Does she come to Longview Connections?
No, she doesn't. She doesn't.
What's her name?
Carmen. Oh, actually, that's more than one question. Well, her name is Carmen Nicole. Yeah.
Well, thanks for sharing that.
No, thank you so much. I appreciate it. So with that, we'll end for today.